So this is the location of the Meadows massacre. 167 years ago in 1857, a traveling wagon train was coming through here, and the local LDS people thought that they were hostile to their community, so they basically ambushed them and massacred them, even though they didn't really know why they were here. In a matter of minutes, massacred. They just killed everybody. 17 small children survived. They lay here for 2 years. 1859, the army came and actually buried some of the victims. And then the Civil War came, so the whole incident was ignored or forgotten. And here's a National Historic Landmark, 2011. So, I'm not sure what's up here. I know there's an Arkansas memorial, but here's a memorial, another memorial. There's the campsite is down there. There were 140 people in the caravan and the wagon train headed to California. Only 17 children, all 6 and under, survived it. And this memorial has the names and the ages of the victims. It says, in the valley below, between September 7th and 11th, 1857, a company of more than 120 Arkansas immigrants, led by Captain John Baker and Captain Alexander Fancher, was attacked while en route to California. This event is known in history as the Meadows massacre. And this memorial was made in 1990. The placard is for the surviving children. As I described, only 6 and under children survived it. The LDS and Mormon militia and killed everybody else, killed every adult. And this is a depiction of the surviving children being taken. They sent them back to Arkansas. So I just drove about a mile down to the actual site of where they were camping out. All the other places were just memorials. And I guess there's a little creek down here, so they had water. And here's a map of where I am. I'm at the graveside memorial now. I was just at the overlook. And this shows the LDS church in 1999 dedicating. That's the president of the church in 1999. And you'll notice there's an Arkansas state flag along with the American flag. The Meadows massacre gravesite memorial, built and maintained by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and of those we respect who died and were buried here in the surrounding area following the massacre of 1857. It appears to me that this was probably a site of field trips for junior high school kids. I'm just guessing. It seems like people come by here and leave things. This is again a memorial of every person and their age. It's really hard to. It's so sad, you know. What do you say? All these people were just coming through here to go into California, and then they got ambushed. Marion Tackett, 20, son of Martin and Cynthia Tackett, farmer. So it was a Marion who was a man. And the leader, Captain John T. Baker, 52, father, grandfather, husband of Mary Baker, who stayed in Arkansas and planned to go west later. Cattleman and caravan leader. On a lighter note, right now, late September and early October is when the rabbit brush plants, which are all over the Great Basin Desert. They live in out where I live in Reno. They're in my backyard. They have these needle flowers, and they bloom, and they're bright orange, bright yellow, and they're pretty cool looking. And so they bloom in the fall or the end of summer, where the encampment was. So this is where it took place, and this is another memorial. It says there's people they're still buried here. I guess they've never recovered a lot of or they just gave them shallow, quick graves, and it was forgotten. So people are still out there. A lot of remembrances being left. So basically, there's people they never found. And that's it. This is it. And walk back. Another placard, and this one describes execution at the scene of the crimes in 1874. So 17 years later, a federal grand jury indicted 9 Mormon militiamen for crimes related to the season of massacre. Some of those men went into hiding. On March 23, 1877, almost 20 years after the massacre, federal officials took Lee to the scene of the crimes. Not from this very spot, he was executed by firing squad. He was buried in a cemetery about 120 miles away from here. So they got only one person. And it's just one last look at the site of the Mountain Meadow Massacre of 1857 and the memorial, which was created by the LDS Church, and taking culpability in the Arkansas state flag, which presumably never comes down. And that's it. This is a very depressing video to make, but I thought someone would like to see it, and I'm glad I came here.